Oh, ain't no complex to the 50 best New Orleans rap songs.
Never knew that.
You knew that. They did that shit in 2011. But this would have been perfect.
Alright.
High Bar Around at number 50.
Come on.
Yeah, man. You got Warren Mays, Get It Girl, Don't Stop. You know, got that at number 48. Got Baby Boy the Prince at 49, The Way I Live. Okay. Yeah. You got Currency, King Kong.
It seemed like they were showing love, look like.
Got that Tim Smooth on here. Yeah, I don't give a damn about your boy. Okay.
Alright.
Got J Lit. You got some shit on it. You got that OG. Jesus. Y'all be having G.
That one, Superman.
Yeah, Soldiers. And you got some shit. Mystical. Fiend. Mia.
Yeah, that's that word.
You got a little L. Get the gat, get the gat, get the gat. Gotta make me a playlist. Ricky B.
You say you better go back and make your old school list, huh? Yeah.
Shit, might as well. Get the gat, get the gat. I got a little bunny hop. I know those from Rollins, yeah. I thought they were from like fucking,
Who? Bunny Hop?
yeah, I thought they were from St. Charles.
No, they from there.
I know that shit.
Yep.
But they from the country, man. Got some Slim, What Partners in Crime, more mystical. Chopper. Not the one from the band, but the
Yeah.
Chopper.
Mr.
Magnolia Shorties. 504 Boys, Bad Boys, More Slim,
They did right.
Breeder, Jubilee, Kenyon Navy, DJ Jimmy, featuring Juven, Bounce with a Juvenile, that ain't it. You got Weezy, Wacko and Skip, I know you clap.
Shit look like they done put the whole New Orleans on that bitch.
It doesn't. They got some murder, Magic. Magic.
That would sound like.
Down for money. Fuck them other niggas, but down for money.
So,
Got some BG on here. Yeah. Cash Money is on. But yeah, the Navy.
time. Stopwatch.
Got some Joyner LV. We got Silk on that bit. Yeah, they got a song from Manny from way back '89, but
Him and Durga D.
yeah.
Just playing. Never.
Shit, I'm say the number one song is T.T. Tucker and DJ Where he at? Where he at? Where he at?
I want to welcome y'all to the episode of They Shoulda Never Gave Us a Podcast. This is South Beach Murk, and I'm here with my co-host D. Crosby.
Yo.
And we here another week, successful weekend. And before we get everything started, I owe my co-host an apology.
Yeah, get to that, beloved. You know, talk to the people, man. Tell them what you got going on, right?
Well, you know, last week when we had our talk about the Friday Night on Elm Street, the Fab and Jada CD, you know, I went on and judged it. When I went on and judged it, you know, I said that it was half and half, right? So then, you know, I went back. I said, you know what, let me go ahead on and take the time out to actually pay attention to the CD. Okay. So when we actually taking the time out and listen to it with an understanding, then I realized my judgment that I had for it at first was off of the sound, but then I had to realize that those are two New York artists. And another thing was I was actually listening to, I'm not going to disclose the name, I'm not, you know, not going to say what I was listening to before I listened to it.
No, halfway through, let's keep it a pop.
Okay.
What you was listening to, beloved?
I was listening.
Tell the people what you was listening to.
I was listening to K Camp before I actually put the Fab and Jada in.
One more time for the people that hear you in the back.
Damn. I was listening to K Camp before I actually put it in.
And for the people who don't know who the fuck K Camp is, what song were you listening to?
Well, I was listening to. Well, K Camp don't make music with bars, okay?
Oh, you say he don't?
No, he don't.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. So with me actually just listening to the K Camp and then coming off of listening to the Fab and Jada, that don't mix.
You didn't see what it was. You needed a buffer in between. You needed something. You need to wash your brain a little bit.
Basically.
Oh, okay.
So what I did was I went from the K Camp. I was telling you about the guy, the Rez Deshawn.
Okay.
Like he can rap.
Okay.
So then I went to listening to him. So as me listening to him and coming from listening to the K Camp, it's a big difference.
Okay.
Okay. So then I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead on and put that Fab and Jada in. I'm on the highway, riding, from New Orleans to Baton Rouge. And then now I've realized, God damn, this CD do have a different feel that I wasn't catching at first. Reason being is because I was listening to ratchet music, then switched it over to bars. Now, maybe if I would have listened to the side first, then switched to the Fab and Jada, then maybe I could have had a different listen. But I did it backwards.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and me and Merk been having this ongoing debate. See, like, I don't listen to shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, my grandma, if I'm in the gym or something, I hear something, I'm working out, so it's acceptable.
We just say I listen to the ratchet while I'm working out.
Yeah, because I ain't trying to hear I'm just trying to hear a beat, get these weights up. You know what I'm saying? Get this run done, something like that. So I checked out that Without Warning by 21 Savage and what that boy name from the Migos?
That's Offset.
Yeah. It's actually better than I thought it was.
Okay.
At first I thought Offset was like a little mute or something.
Okay.
He actually could talk. So I actually understood what he was saying. I don't understand what the fuck they be saying. But I understood it this time. It was straight. That's straight.
But Takeoff is really the one where a lot of people don't understand.
But it was Offset.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying Takeoff is normally the one that everybody can understand.
But he can rap too. He was on that.
No, he can.
Yeah, he was on one of them songs too.
Okay.
But it's the thing, I didn't know they can like really rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just used to that like mumble shit. But like homie can like really rap. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he could.
I prefer them do that than the mumble shit, but they ain't making money with me, so it is what it is.
True.
But yeah, I humbly accept the apology, and I hope Fab and Jada accept it too, wherever they may be.
Yeah, if they're listening to this podcast.
That was so disrespectful.
Yeah, it was, but
they had 12 tracks on there.
But one thing you can't.
6 of them junkies just trash. Like, God damn.
Hey, but one thing you can say is I didn't take the time out to go back and listen to it. I took the time out, went back, listened to it. Now we have a whole different,
So that's important though.
Right.
See, the thing is, a lot of people, they can't admit when they're wrong for one.
True.
But the fact that you went back, and got a better understanding what was going on, I appreciate that, bro. That's growth right there. That's growth.
And speaking of understanding, man, the other day, outside of the Fab and Jada that we talked about, you had put me on a guy named Joyner Lucas.
Yeah, Joyner.
And the song "I Am Not Racist." Well, it took me a day. You sent it to me to check it out.
Right.
It took me a day to actually get into it and peep it out.
Right.
Okay, but when I actually did go and watch the video, and for those who haven't watched the video, it comes on with a Caucasian male speaking racist towards blacks. So when I first started watching the video, I'm looking at it like,
I wouldn't even say he's speaking racist. I would say he's speaking from the point of view
of a white person.
If he was being honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, see, like, how we in our community we say no filter. If met a white guy who just had no filter, but he was keeping it a buck with you. He wasn't really trying to belittle you. He was just like expressing his true feelings.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You know, like you know how they made it from a different standpoint, from a Caucasian standpoint and a black person standpoint. Right. So, but you know when it comes on, they automatically give you the Caucasian standpoint. Right. So, like I said, when I turned on the video and I'm checking it out, I'm sitting there like, this white boy disrespectful as a motherfucker. You know, like, but then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna pay attention to it, but you know, every disrespectful thing he's saying, he'll always come back and tell you, but I'm not racist. Right. So, you know, I'm sitting there and I'm listening, I'm like, wait, you're not racist, but you're saying all the racial shit that'll get to your normal black person. Mm-hmm. Not me, but you know, those who take offense to everything that's racist. Okay? But then it has the role reversal, where the black guy, which is Joyner Lucas, now he's giving the black standpoint to the white man, how whites treat us, but now he flipped, you know, in the standpoint of blacks to whites. And man, when I tell you that, damn man, for those who didn't listen to it or never saw it, Joyner Lucas, I am not racist. Man, that song, that video, everything about it is straight powerful.
Like, I would advise you to go watch the video first. So you can get the full effect first. So watch the video first. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, if you want to listen to it like on, you know, iTunes, Tidal, whatever you listen to music at, then do it on that. But watch the video first. That way you can get the full effect from it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But understand, you know, what he's trying to do. Understand there's a message in those bars. So don't just take it like, oh, this man homie tripping.
Yeah, no, it's not racist.
Joyner Lucas, he's a black dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I forgot to clear that part up.
Yeah, neither one of the dudes in the video is actually Joyner, but he's rapping for the both of them. Right. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and check that out. You know, of course it's on YouTube like everything else, but definitely check that out. But when you first,
as a matter of fact, on our YouTube page, how about we go ahead on and throw the link up in our description?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, that's cool.
But when you first like looked at it, how did it make you feel? Like, you felt like, man, I know you're saying. Man,
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, this white boy being hella disrespectful.
But what I mean, like, how you felt like, what did you feel about the actual things he was saying?
Actually, it's the true thinking of a white individual. Not all, excuse me. I repeat, not all white individuals, but for the ones who look at blacks as niggers, that's how I'm gonna say it.
Okay, like he had one thing that like actually stood out to me when he was talking about rap music. He was like, you put all this killing and drugs in your music, right? And then you let your kids listen to it, and you get mad when white people and police see your kids and see you in the same thing that you put into your music.
True.
How did you feel about that?
Well, that's actually true. But see, like one thing that I'm glad that I do, I'm gonna speak for myself. With my kid, I try not to let my kid listen to what I listen to. You know, I kind of let her stay in her lane with she's more to with the dance music and you know, like the sound with the latest moves and the latest up-tuned songs. I don't let her listen to like the Yo Gottis or the Kevin Gates or, you know, I don't let her listen to that. Even when we're in the car, I could want to listen to it as bad as I want to, but I don't let her listen to it. You know, I'll pass her the aux and let her rock out. And, you know, she might go, well, most deaf she's going straight to YouTube and play the little Rolly song or whatever new little rock hop song that's out. Right. But you do have some people who do let their kids listen to whatever it is that they listen to, because the other day I seen on Instagram, I'm not going to say the artist's name, but his kids was in the car. He had the camera recording. He wasn't in the car. but his kids were. And when they was in the car, they just steady talking reckless. Wow. Off the handle.
Oh.
The little daddy even called his sister a bitch and everything. Yeah, but at the same time, that's from allowing your kids to, just like we say, listen to the same music that we listen to and be around the same environment that we be around. I can't do it.
I don't think it's just listening, because like, I think about it, some people, they're gonna talk how they talk around their kids.
True.
That's one of those, do as I say, not what I do type things.
True.
So if you cursing around your kids, of course your kids gonna curse. They may not do it in front of you,
right.
If you don't know it off top, that's a no-no. But at the same time, when they're around you, best believe they're gonna sound just like you.
You ain't lying about that. You ain't lying about that. But just like I said, man, that Joyner Lucas, I am not racist, man.
Another thing he said on that Joyner Lucas was that he said that you can't get mad at us, for wanting to put our kids through school and worry about like stocks and shit.
Right.
While you sit in your car and ride Tupac's dick. That's a hard bar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it was, referring back to the rap music and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, when you think about it, like we do spend too much time, we kind of push our kids towards entertainment.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people like put their kids in, like growing up 4-H was whack. The chess club was whack.
True.
You know what I'm saying? I want my kid to play sports. I want him to be good at basketball, football. You know what I'm saying? Let him do track, volleyball. Some related to sports or entertainment.
True.
You know what I'm saying? But when it came to, for the majority, when you're in the hood, you ain't really pushing them to be a lawyer, a doctor, things like that, which that's what we really need right now.
Right.
Because we worry about being entertainers. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be doctors, they're going to be lawyers, dentists, and these things of that nature. So when we have like all these infrastructure problems coming up, the reason why you're having these problems is because you ain't got no black people in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the one that do get in, he may be a token. Because just because he's a skin folk, that don't mean he's kin folk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right about that.
You know what I'm saying? For those who don't understand what I mean, just because he look like you, that don't mean he gonna be riding for you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, that particular line, like, that line resonates with me because, like, even though my son does play sports, I played sports my whole life. I've been playing basketball since I was 5. I done played football, baseball, ran track, everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But those are all extracurricular activities. You know what I'm saying? I still had aspirations of being something else because I already know, like, I'll never forget my dude named Coach. First name was Tracy, but Coach Tracy.
Okay.
He always told me, like, what you gonna do if football? Football don't work out. What you gonna do if basketball don't work out?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And at that time, did you have your answer on what you wanted to do?
Yeah, I want to be a lawyer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, all the way from young, he put it in my head, like, yeah, make sure you got a plan B.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I always rock with a plan B.
And believe it or not, a lot of people don't teach that at an early age, which is have a plan B. A lot of people, just say if your child say, oh, I want to be a doctor. That's the only thing that they're rolling with.
So the thing about it, so that's the difference. Like with us, if your child say that, okay, you gotta nurture that though.
True.
You gotta put your child in a position.
Yeah, you really
have it. So by putting your child in a position, that's what like kind of like I don't know if I've talked about it in the podcast, but I know I talked to you about it when we were talking about pardon me. When I was talking about group economics.
Okay.
In the black community, what we do when our child hit 18. Y'all gotta get out of the house. You gotta get the fuck out of here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can find you a job, go do something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But why?
Because that's what our parents was taught.
Exactly. That's what our parents did to us. But see,
exactly.
At some point you gotta break that cycle though. So instead of kicking your kid out at 18, how about this? How about you let your kid go to school? Let your kid live with you.
True.
Why send your kid to school when he's gonna incur all his debt as an adult?
True.
You know what I'm saying? Not only that, at some point in time, your kid's gonna take care of you.
And you're right about that.
You know what I'm saying? So why start them off in life by having something crazy like $50,000, $60,000 just in school debt? You You know what I'm saying? You already know once they buy a car, it's gonna be more debt.
That's more debt, right?
So now they're looking at 100 and something grand.
I was just about to say almost 100 or something, and just to get along. And that's just a school and car.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So what a lot of communities do, specifically the Asian community, what they do, that's why you always have about 7 or 8 of them living in the house at one time. You might have 2 families in one house.
Right.
The reason for that is because when their kid graduate high school, they can't go to college.
Right.
Even whether they go off to college or stay at home for college.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When that kid finish college, they coming back home. You know what I'm saying? Reason for that is that they're not going to sit their kid out there. That they're going to let them, so they sent them to school to get a degree.
True.
They're going to let them work for that. They're going to let them get that degree and put that degree to work. You know what I'm saying?
And also they still could come back to the family house day.
Exactly.
Maybe 7 or 8 staying there.
Exactly. So the reason for that. So that's why you always see them like Asian kids and working in the store and all that stuff like that. Because that's what they're working toward. They keeping their money in the family.
Exactly.
In their house. So with that being said, by them going to college and putting their degree to work, they don't have to worry about being in debt once they graduate school. Because,
True.
like I said, them working in the restaurant and all this stuff, their college is already paid for. You see what I'm saying?
True.
Somebody at college is being paid for already. They're going to school. They ain't got to worry about that. Now that they finish college, they move back home. They ain't got to worry about finding a house because now they're able to stack money. So whether they be a dentist, doctor, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Now that check that they got coming in, you know what I'm saying? All that money stacking up. So when they go buy them a house, they're gonna do the same thing for somebody else, for their kids. You know what I'm saying? So now they got a house. Only thing they got is a mortgage.
Right.
Regular little bills, but no debt, no real debt. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what their pockets hitting for. Because some of them they need to go buy a house outright. But it ain't too many African Americans that need to go buy a house outright. They gotta get a loan. You know what I'm saying? So man, but the thing about that, one of the reasons for that, we want to kick our kids out at 18, none of that. While we living for the wrong shit. We living for the thing that's considered butter. You know what I'm saying? About how we have guns and butter. We living for the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of like the minorities and the Jews and the Asian, they living for the guns.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Property. Artwork. Things that appreciate with value. You know what I'm saying? We buying shit that depreciate.
And you know what about, like, just like you saying, we focus on the things that depreciate, basically like cars, clothes, what else? Bullshit. Okay? But believe it or not, that's what, or in the club, or you making sure that your hair done every week, your nails done. But let me tell you where that stems from. Let me tell you where it stems from.
Weed for no reason.
It all stems from what we were taught.
Yeah.
And not only is all stems from what we were taught, if you notice now, I believe that cycle is kind of changing because you're starting to see more business owners, black owned business owners. You're starting to see a lot of black people actually doing, basically a lot of independent things. What we've been seeing the Caucasians doing a long time ago, or the Asians doing a long time ago. But you know why us as blacks wasn't doing it? Was because we were sheltered. We were sheltered in only knowing.
It's another S word. Selfish.
True.
Selfish.
True.
Nobody wants to see somebody else win, bro.
True. And that's why, like, I live off the saying that information is only information if you share it. Okay? And that's what our people don't do. We don't share information with each other. That's just like, say somebody find out information about a housing program. If I know that you done just went and got a house through the housing program, and if I ask you, hey, what did you do to grade on to do? I'm gonna have to find out. I'm gonna get back with you on that. Right.
Don't even have your phone number, but they're gonna get back with you.
They're gonna get back with you. But the thing is, you know the blueprint. You know the steps to what you need to do. You know how you're supposed to get that house because you just did it. So why do you need to get back with me? But at the same time, here it goes. It goes back to being selfish. And it goes to not sharing the information that you know. And that's why a lot of our black people are set back today. Because we are scared to share information because we're scared of the next person doing better than us. Like, believe it or not, and like with me, I'm a truck driver. It's been many of people that I done helped as far as getting licensed, even as far as getting jobs. And I mean whoever that I done helped do this or do these things, it can be, vouched for. But then at the same time, I don't mind sharing that information. You have some people who are scared to share that information. And with them being scared to share that information, that's what set us blacks back. We gonna say shit, maybe what? An extra 5 years plus?
Well, shit, not only sharing the information, but back in the day you heard you used to hear the saying you put in the book, black people would never find it.
True.
You know what I'm saying? I used to hate that shit. That's one of the things that actually made me read.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But in the process of, reading shit, that's how you actually find the information that you're seeking.
You're right.
Everything is there. It's not like they out here doing some special shit.
True.
It's right there. The only difference is our mentality.
True.
You know what I'm saying? They're willing to help one of their own. We're willing to we'll help them if we like them.
And that's
I'm
it.
trained in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? You can ask me anything. You know what I'm saying? If I know how to do it, I'm gonna teach you how to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like prime example, and it could be a small thing. Like when I see people paying all this outrageous money to fix, they drop their phone, they go pay like $80 to $150 to fix the phone.
Right.
Why? Shit, go. YouTube will teach you how to fix your motherfucking phone.
Man, YouTube will teach you a lot.
You know what I'm saying? So why go pay all this money when you can do it yourself? Problem is, now you got laziness. You got laziness plus fear.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You're too lazy to do it yourself. Now that you're scared to do it at the same time. So a lot of people that don't like to jump out there, because they're scared. They don't really. I think it's the same jump out on faith.
Yeah, stepping out on faith.
Yeah, stepping out on faith. Mm-hmm. Right. But my thing, I look at it like this. Man, bet on yourself.
True.
That's all you're doing is betting on yourself.
True.
And if you can't bet on yourself, that says how you feel about yourself.
About yourself, exactly. Because I know one thing. If I can't do it with nobody else, I know I have to do it with myself.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And even where we are today with the podcast, it ain't like nobody's funding us. But at the same time, we bet it on ourselves to go ahead and see what's the longevity in this. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, if anybody was to come to me and ask me, hey, how you do this? I don't mind giving it to you step by step. Why? Because I'm not selfish. And just like we say, information is only information if you share it. Because guess what? Just like you just said, everything is within reason, regardless to what it is.
Yeah, we live in an age of technology, so there's no excuse for not knowing how to do anything.
True.
Like you said, the podcast. Shit, man, know how to do this shit.
You're right.
We just love podcasts. We figured the shit out. But how do we figure it out? Went to YouTube, brought the proper equipment, and just rocked out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we still had some idea of what it's supposed to be like.
Exactly.
Shit like that. We had an idea what we wanted to do.
Exactly.
Like I said, nobody funded us, so we went out there and did it. We bet on ourselves. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people, we talked about We That last week, right?
It was a week before.
Week before?
Mm-hmm.
But we talked about it,
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Homie bet on himself.
And that was supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? No, he not only bet on himself, but his family, so he was betting on himself and they supported him. A lot of people, family don't support them. And I don't mean family by actually being blood. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a difference between being related and being family.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta break that down for me.
Yeah, because
a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah, but blood don't make you family. That's the difference.
You're right.
Just because blood only makes you related. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a lot of motherfuckers who got family out here who don't even fuck with them. And
True.
you don't fuck with them because they're not your family. Y'all don't have shit in common. Y'all just related. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Prime example, there's a lot of motherfuckers over this past Thanksgiving, they been chill with their friends, but they ain't fuck with their family. Reason being, they been chill with their family, they ain't chill with their relatives. Let me correct myself.
Okay, there you go. That sounds better.
Let me correct myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Reason being is that you don't have nothing in common. The only thing y'all have in common is just that, y'all came from people that are actually related.
Exactly.
But you vibe with these people, you work with these people. Not necessarily work as in like in a for a company, but like y'all can do business together.
Exactly.
Y'all are like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? Prime example. There's something about I don't remember the exact quote because I'm not one of those people who like go around quoting the Bible, but I have read the Bible twice, so I remember a little something, right?
Okay.
All right, you know what I'm saying? I think that was the part where Jesus said, you know, if you ask somebody for something, whoever helps you, that's how you can see who your brother is. And I'm paraphrasing. Y'all probably know the scripture better than I do. But the thing about it, they ask somebody in their family, I can't help you. I ain't got it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then they would ask the total stranger, you know, and the stranger helped them. You know what I'm saying? Jesus said to the man, hey, that's who your brother is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, and that goes to day, like, prime example, like, you know, me when I was 14, I was kicked out of the house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Before my family took me, before my relatives took me in, you know what I'm saying? I was living with my family. I was living with my dog, Kerwin. You know what I'm saying? You know, Kerwin currently coaches for St. Aug right now, y'all. You know, great brother, by the way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my motherfucking dog. That's my family. When I was 14, no fucking way to go. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, jeopardize his own situation to help me out. And he did that several times for you, boy. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, it's just like you just can't just be out here just, you know, burning bridges with people that you can't be out here burning bridges with people that you know that you call family, because your relatives ain't really got you like that. Your family is who you create. Your family is the people that you choose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Kurt chose me as his family. He was born to those other people, they're just his relatives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So those are the people you should be focused on. You know what I'm saying? I got off on a tangent real quick.
Good. Like I said, you know, it's basically like you was just expressing yourself.
Yeah, you
got off. Now you just expressing yourself.
Yeah, you know, it comes from the heart. Everything we saying can be fact checked. So
right.
Facts, you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But even with that, like you said, information is on the shit, and that's true. Another way that's true is when something even simpler than fixing your iPhone. You know what I'm saying? For example, you had a situation where people want to learn about the trucking business.
Right.
For those of you who don't know, my dog owns his own trucking business. You know what I'm saying? So when people wanted that information, you know what I'm saying, but they were too scared to ask. The reason why they were too scared to ask, that's the flip side when I talked about laziness and fear. This is how fear comes into play. They were too scared to ask because they didn't want to feel like, oh, I'm on his dick. You know what I'm saying?
That's never with me.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't that type of person on that. Bro, if you need some information to feed your motherfucking family, man, fuck what somebody else gonna say.
100.
None of that. Why the fuck do you care? You're an adult. You're a grown ass man. Grown ass woman? Why do you care what somebody else says? You're trying to feed your motherfucking family.
You 100 about that.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop living for other people and start living for your motherfucking self. That's what matters.
Shit, bro, believe it or not, that's the biggest thing. You know what? I heard this, and I'm a firm believer of it, that the hardest thing to be is yourself. The hardest thing to be is yourself, and a lot of people are scared to be themselves. That's just like
They're not free.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like oftentimes I say I'm not religious. I'm spiritual, because religion is all about division.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you have so many types of fucking just being Christian. You know, Catholic, Protestant, Protestant, all this extra shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't fuck with none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a spiritual person. Yeah, I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I believe God is within you, not an actual, you know, God ain't just picking one goddamn religion. I'm a rock with that. You know, I done read the Bible, I done read the Quran, you know, Torah, all that different stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's all leading to the same person. You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say this, like when you were just talking about, what you just said? I lost my fucking thought.
What about the hardest thing to be?
Oh yeah, just yourself. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So with that being said, people, because they're not free, right?
Right.
And like until you free, you're gonna constantly be wondering like, oh, what so and so said.
True.
You're worrying about these blogs saying, minding everybody else's business but your own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wearing all this motherfucking makeup. Yeah, ladies, I'm talking to y'all. Wearing all this motherfucking makeup when you don't have to. Some of y'all out here so fucking beautiful, y'all don't even know it.
You
just covering that shit up.
Hey,
covering that shit up for no reason. And it's the line they give. Oh, it enhances the beauty I already have. Man, that's only a small percent of y'all. A lot of these motherfuckers out here, y'all look like different people. They be looking like whole different people when they put that fucking makeup on.
You right about that.
The wigs, the weave, and all that. Nah, baby, live your truth. That's episode 2. Live your motherfucking truth.
Live your truth.
You know what I'm saying?
Live your truth. But then once again, if, you know, like I said, I take it back to TV. That's the reason. You know, that a lot of people are scared to be themselves. It's too much of what they see on TV. TV feeding you too much.
Yeah, but it's one thing. That's the thing about like music, because they just talk about rap music and talk about TV. You know, the violence and all the shit you see on TV. You know, it poisons the mind. Same thing with music, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's what you got to teach your kids and teach your fellow man that, like, man, that's bullshit over there. That's acting.
Right.
That music ain't real. If a lot of them did half the shit they rapped about, they'd be in jail.
True.
They just told on them motherfuckers.
Well, they've been in jail multiple times of the same situation.
Because ain't no statute of limitation on murder. Just because you killed a nigga in '98, that don't mean when 2018 come around that J still can't get you for that murder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it a buck. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't pay attention to that shit. So what I'm saying, you got to teach your kids to understand, give them the understanding that, hey, that's not real, but this is what's real. These bills are real. You know what I'm saying? Going to school, get your education is real.
True.
Because granted, I understand you don't have to go to school to be educated. You know what I'm saying? Because going to college just shows you were disciplined. You was able to get up and go to class every day. And that's how most jobs care about. You know what I'm saying? Because getting a degree shows that, hey, yes, you are educated. You did get up and go to class, so you have some type of discipline.
Right.
You see, but at the same time, you can have that same education without going to college. I know that sounds contradictory, but you can, because at the end of the day, we live in an age where technology is everywhere. You can go learn anything about a particular subject and never have to set foot into a classroom.
True.
You see, prime example, media. You know what I'm saying? You can watch a couple YouTube videos, read a couple books, figure it out, test it out, get on YouTube, make you a couple videos, you know, sharpen your skills, you know, honing on your craft. All of a sudden, now you're a media personality without even going to college.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason I say that, I said all that to say this: experience along with your education goes a long way. Because a lot of jobs are hiring you based off your experience versus, you know, just having an education.
True.
Because I'll take a person with fucking 12 years experience over a person fresh out of college any day.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But a lot of people, they don't want to get that experience, they want to get that trade. You know what I'm saying? That goes back to the laziness, what I talked about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And how that ties into fear. In the community, it's getting more accepted about going to school, educating yourself now. But, you know, back in the day, like, man, I fucking want you to go to school. You're a nerd. You're a swell because you went to school.
But you know what's crazy now?
Yeah, those are motherfuckers you work for now.
Is now, but now it's almost like cool to go to school with some of the young guys. Because I know a few guys that now, you know, they once those guys in school who, the backpackers and all that, now it's cool to go to school now.
Yeah.
You even have some of your used to be street cats going back to school now.
Yeah.
You know, just like now, I just seen your boy just graduated from Harvard, Swiss. Not saying Swiss was a
not just Swiss,
bad
not
guy.
just Swiss, LL Cool J.
Yeah, I saw that too. He just went, and those guys were street guys. You know,
I don't know about Swiss.
I'm not gonna say exactly street as in, you know, they was out here just wilding, but you know, 9 times out of 10 they probably was the ones who was like, man, fuck that shit. I just rather do this rap shit or do this, you know what I'm saying? But those guys took the time back out of their, you know, life to go back to school.
Shit, even Wayne tried to go back to school.
Exactly.
University of Houston.
Exactly.
Motherfucking Bum B is a professor.
Is a professor, bro.
At the University of Houston.
That is crazy. That is crazy. But I guarantee you, back when he was in the streets, that was never on his agenda to do.
Couldn't fathom it.
You're right. But like I said, man, with all that being said, people, it won't hurt you to share information with your fellow brother or your fellow sister to get forward. Because I guarantee you, whatever information that you share with them, it won't block your blessing. Because what God had for you, trust me, will be for you. You know, and you know, and even when you do share information with somebody, you don't even have to go back to another friend and be like, oh, XYZ called me and I had to go in on a game about this. You ain't even got to go tell nobody. You know? Yeah, but you know, hey, like I said, hopefully a lot of people do change up about that, where
man.
We can stop. There you go. Reach one, teach one. Where we can stop, being selfish. Where help our next fellow brother or sister out, and we all can get forward.
That's what music is supposed to do. Back in the day, like when people like KRS started, you know what I'm saying? He was giving you game. He wasn't, he was giving you music, like something to educate you with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, music. So like when NWA came out, they were telling you about what they was actually saying, but when it always started about, it was supposed to uplift. That was music, at least our music, it was supposed to uplifting you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Getting you through the things you were going through, teaching you something. Yeah, we don't teach each other nothing no more, bro.
True.
Between yourself, that's all it is, that crab in the barrel mentality.
Like I said, sooner or later it'll. I'm not gonna say it's gonna fade out, but I guess once we realize that we are our own setbacks,
as a community, like I might get killed for this in the comment, but I feel like as a race as a whole, we playing checkers on the chessboard, and we've been doing it for years.
Because we know the game. That's the thing. We have the power.
We still trying to make jumps when they moving rook to L7.
Bruh, we have the power.
They putting kings in checkmates with a pawn and a bishop.
Yeah, what you say?
With the rook sitting there, you can't move nowhere. You can't go nowhere. You can't go 2 spaces to the left, 2 to the right, 1 forward, or even diagonal. You in checkmate. And we don't even feel, and that's like, but the crazy part about it, we don't even know it. Prime example, I mean, like, we don't even know it when you see shit like our current president being in office. That should never happen.
You're right.
That should never happen.
Because we have the power as blacks. Right. He wouldn't be in there today if the power that we have, bro, we would have exercised that power and everybody would have got out there and voted. And I'm not saying that Hillary would have been the best president for us, but this guy here, like for instance, this is gonna be our 3rd week talking about him with shit he done. And I see, like with the allegations, with the models that
the sexual assault stuff.
Yeah,
homie said they said he used to be like, for y'all don't know, Donald Trump used to own like the Miss something pageants, like probably Miss America or something like that, one of those pageants. But he used to go in there. Why are they changing now? Like, granted, some of these girls are like 14 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Depending on the pageant that he's running. He'll go in there, look at him changing, and all this shit like that. That's how he used to get his rocks off. Get his little peep in and all this stuff like that.
And giving those sexual hugs.
Yeah, because he was a judge. But Trump said he been sick, bro. Like the other day, I found a picture. I think I sent it to you. I found a picture. Home in a old school sex room with a diaper on. With a fucking diaper, bro. So he got.
But that is freaky, bro. Yeah, that is outrageous to me.
I'm talking about like a cloth diaper at that.
That is outrageous to me. That is sick.
You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, I ain't knocking nobody if you go to sex rooms and all that stuff like that. No power to you.
You do what you do, but...
You know what I'm saying? But the diaper thing is a little bit extreme. You know what I'm saying? But that just like, even if you do that gives me a look into his psyche. That shit will kind of, like he's with a lot of bullshit. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you're already looking at 14-year-old beauty pageants and all that shit like that. You're judging them. Like, Trump is a pedophile, bro.
Yeah, because some of those girls are saying that he'll walk up to him, kiss him.
Yeah, he got like 16.
Grab their breasts.
Yeah, he got 15, 16, like sexual assault.
15 sexual assault.
Somebody already he about to go to court for that now.
Man.
Oh, that shit crazy.
But then at the same time, the thing is, okay, he have 15 sexual assaults, right? But that's not what you hear every day. You hear about the...
But when Bill had this fucking 52,
right?
They pick it in all this shit. You see him on every fucking news site, CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, every fucking one. But you don't hear about only people that saying anything about it is fucking CNN.
Not even the newscaster, the one who just had caught those charges. You hear more of them talking about
fucking
what he done?
I think it's the senator from Tennessee, Roy something, Roy Moore, something like him. They got him on fucking video grabbing tits.
Come on.
Video.
Man. But then at the same time, your president, nobody was speaking on the president.
They didn't have like 5 or 6 fucking politicians get sexual assault charges. That like the last 2 months, a lot of rape.
But that's
rape and sexual assault allegations.
What do those people get out of that? Like, just because you're in a high position and somebody else trying to get on, you mean to tell me your way of getting them on is to either sexually assault them, want to have sex with them, or whatever the case may be for them to get on? I think that is sick.
Bro, abuse of power. You gotta think about it. A lot of people go through our life not having any power. Like, for example, Donald Trump been rich his whole life, right?
Right.
He never had, but like the only power he really had was like minute shit. Judge a beauty pageant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I own this building. Yes, it's the Trump Tower. But he's never had respect though. That's the thing.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he carry on like that.
And that's big.
Fuck grown man tweeting like that, bro.
You're right.
Like, he struggles with like simple shit like there and there and there. Like, he struggles with that hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, he have a tough time with 2, like TOO and TO. Yeah, he struggles with that as well. You know what I'm saying? It's like a person like me, that's disheartening to me.
Right.
Because I'm like, damn, I'm college educated. I'm like, damn, but this who president?
But this is who your president is.
So I feel like as a whole, and I think you asked me earlier this week, like, you know, how would I feel about if Hillary was president? That's tough though. Like, would it be better? I don't know if I can say it'd be better, but it'd be different. It'd be different because she would have carried on a lot of the things that a lot of the good things that Barack did put in place.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Then with this whole Libya situation, she would have took action because she's partly to blame for that situation.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because when they went in there and killed Gaddafi, when they went in there and killed him, they attempted to put a new regime in place. But
they haven't had presidencies.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But the regime they put in place was trash. You know what I'm saying? They was pussy.
True.
So the locals took over that shit. You know, your local pirates and all that shit, they took over that shit. You motherfucking rogue, groups and, anti-government organization, they took over that shit. Now, this is why you have that situation in Libya.
Right.
Which is fucking crazy. In 2017, we got slavery again?
That's crazy.
And that's another thing, like, I know people, like, they want to show that they care, but you posting that shit on your Instagram will do a motherfucking thing.
They don't.
They slaves, people. They don't have fucking Instagram.
Right. You're right about that.
They don't have no fucking internet. They don't even have fucking phones. They can't see the shit.
You 100%.
You know what I'm saying? You want to do something, write to your motherfucking congressmen, write to your senators, the people that you elected in fucking office to get up off their ass and do something about it, try to fucking intervene. Because as a country, the United States, we intervene in every fucking thing else, which is why we in a Libyan situation, even the fucking situation in the first place.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
Talk to them.
I'm just saying, like, when it comes to NATO, like, it's supposed to be a treaty organization. But America's always the fucking one out here, dropping bombs and, killing this person and taking this person off, anti-terrorism, this and, this thing like that. Granted, don't get me wrong, granted, you do have, other coalition forces that come in, you do have a lot of joint operations that go in, you have a bunch of countries that come from here, all support. But it kind of breaks down like this, that, if you have a total of 100 people, right, 75 of them are American.
True.
You have a couple French, a couple people from Switzerland. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody here from Germany,
right,
France, places like that.
Right.
But the makeup of it is mostly American. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we always have nations. I granted, we're supposed to be the superior, military, when it comes to that shit. But at the same time, as a country, we mind our motherfucking business sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at that point, I think that's one of the only things I would agree with Trump. He want people to mind their motherfucking business. Let's focus on America and say fuck them on the country. I ain't saying fuck them on the country, but that was his words, fuck them on the country. I'm paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? But
Right. But, like you said, but just like you said with the Libya situation, we're gonna have to find out how we can get the proper information to get people to actually go look for the right way to reach out.
I just told them.
No.
How about your congressman?
Write your congressman, but then we need to find out exactly.
The crazy part about it, a lot of people don't know who the fuck their congressman is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't pay attention to the elections in our states. You don't know who you sent to the fucking White House. You don't know who you sent to the Senate. You don't know. Because once again, there's information that people don't really look into. Because we're worried about going to the motherfucking clubs,
right?
Looking cute on Instagram, and flexing for these hoes who don't give a fuck about you. Bro, she don't give a fuck if you wear Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Right now, she fucking a nigga who wear Reebok, bro. She don't give a fuck that you wear Gucci.
Nah, you got a pair of Pumas on.
Yeah, you know. I ain't wear Pumas. Good guys wear Pumas.
Hey, but you know, and even with that,
shit, I need to put me a pair of Pumas on. Shit, that motherfucker be comfortable as a motherfucker.
True.
Yeah.
Speaking of shoes, we gonna get into that, but I have something that I seen the other day was what is his name is Philando Castile.
Oh, but his old lady getting that $800,000. Yeah.
Now, wait. I'm gonna say this much.
But she about but I seen another chick get $52 million for a sexual assault allegation.
I was just about to say that.
She got $800 because her boyfriend, the father of her child died. Boy, that's crazy.
And she seen it with her own two eyes.
The whole world, boy.
But you know that right there really could mess you up your whole life. Like just seeing him get killed in front of you, that shit can fuck your life up.
I feel like this. If she only gonna take 800, she should have taken 800 for her fucking self, 800 for a kid.
Man, like. But that was she should have been the one with $52 million. She settled. That's the thing. Put it like this: if they was willing to give you $800,000, and I learned this, I want to say it was what Master P when he said that they was willing to give him $1 million record deal. He know that he can make more. I want to say that's who said it. If I'm wrong, y'all can correct me, please.
We're gonna rock with him, fact check it.
All right, but if they was willing to give you $800,000 as a settlement, you know good goddamn well you was worth more than $800,000.
Shit, I'm gonna take it a step further. If they were willing to give you $800,000 as a settlement, you know that motherfucker Kyle was guilty.
100%.
Why would you pay $800,000? You feel like you really felt like your fucking officer ain't did nothing wrong.
You know why? So she could shut the fuck up and let's get this out of my goddamn court. Look, we gonna go in on and say he's not guilty. We gonna give you $800,000. Get your black ass on, cause you ain't had that. Let's move on. Life move on. Life goes on. He dead anyway. That's how they look at it.
Now, what I do want to know, what she gonna do with $800,000? Is she gonna flip it, or she gonna burn it?
Depends on if I'm gonna say this much. If she was smart, she would invest. But if she was just a regular old hood chick and didn't know no better, that $800,000 gonna be burnt within 3 to 4 years.
Okay. I know one thing though. If you are going to invest right now, start looking into Bitcoin. One of my little bros was telling me he was schooling me. Once again, like we said, information is only information if it's shared. Okay. So my little bro was giving me information about Bitcoins.
Bitcoin.
You know what I'm saying? It's internet currency or, electronic currency. You know what I'm saying? So when he told it to me, I'm listening whatever, nigga. Mm-hmm. But then I went to do my research on it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're never supposed to just take somebody's word for it. Always go do your research too. Because a person, even though they're sharing information with you, they understand it how they understand it. When you go do your research, then you get a better understanding. Mm-hmm. You don't understand how they understand it, but you're going to get understanding how you understand it. So you break it down for yourself, right? So him breaking down the Bitcoin thing for me, like right now, it's something crazy. Like one Bitcoin, right? Mm-hmm. It's worth like $8,000 right now. It was like $8,273 or something crazy like that.
And how do you actually?
The thing about it, the cool thing about it, it works like stock. So you can buy bits of a coin. You can buy pieces of a a coin till you add up to get one coin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the shit fluctuating so crazy right now. A lot of motherfuckers ain't knowing it. They got some people out here who own a few coins. Now what they're projecting, man, the next 5 to 6, maybe even 10 years, those people who only have like maybe 3-4 coins are gonna be multi-millionaires.
Come on.
Real shit.
Now I'm gonna ask you this because I know they had a lot of those Ponzi schemes like the Wake Up Nows and all this stuff.
This work just like the stock market. Think about it, because you can go look at it on the stock market. I think they tag it like GAX or GAD, something like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But that's like, each stock has a little 3-letter code or whatever, like a little NASDAQ and all that shit like that. But 3-4-letter code. But like anyway, just like your stock. So just like you buy a stock, you can go set up a Bitcoin account. There's a couple different. He told them to me. I don't have them with me right now.
Gotcha.
But I make sure I probably put that in like the links or the comments or something. People will like check that shit out, man. But go look at it. Just like you have a brokerage account for stock, you can go get you one for Bitcoins. You know what I'm saying? Simple shit. There's always something you can put money into. You know what I'm saying? Just like we go buy all this bullshit like shoes, Joyner, and all that shit, man. Go buy some stock, man. Go buy you get some gold. Gold ain't never going out of stock.
You're right about that. And I wanted to kind of backtrack real quick, and we're gonna go forward. What I just was saying about now we're in an age where a lot of our black individuals are getting smarter, where we're starting to own our own businesses, and
that's great.
Yeah, I want to actually give a shout out to friends who actually support their friends or relatives with their businesses.
Okay.
Because a lot of people don't actually support bottom tier up and coming companies. Reason being is because they don't really have that faith in what what you have going on. It's more like I done seen it before. All right, but you also do have some people who actually sit back and support their friends and family with the businesses that they do have.
I do have a caveat to that, right?
Okay.
Like, when it comes to business, I don't think a person should just support you just because they know you. You know what I'm saying? That's the initial, okay, I'm about to come spend money with you. They should definitely come spend money with you at least once.
Okay.
After that, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, for example, if you go to one of these, just any company, if you don't like their service, or you still gonna continue to put money into them?
True.
You're not, right? So that's a natural thing. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, when it comes to like a black-owned business, give them 2 chances, at least 2. If you don't like something, but don't just say you don't like something and don't actually tell the people, don't leave a critique, tell them something. Because I'm like, all feedback is positive feedback. Even when we said on the podcast, like, nah, give us some feedback. What you don't like, what you like, we can do better, things of that nature. Only reason we're trying to get better, we ain't going nowhere. But, we still want to get better. That way, if we get better, we can get more listeners and, we can have more people come to the show. We're supposed to have a guest today. I'm sorry that I really hope he could have been, because y'all would have really enjoyed him. But, we'll schedule him on for a later time.
True.
But he was like, he'd been perfect for today. He's a brother with a lot of information that people need to hear. But even that, so like that second time, so you go back to that black-owned business, like, yes, hey, I'm happy y'all fixed that. That was my only critique. I'm gonna be fucking with y'all. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
give a chance.
With giving chances, right? Just say first go round.
Right.
It wasn't all that.
All right.
Do you go and let them know, look, hey, I didn't appreciate X, Y,
That's
Z.
a fact.
And I'm just saying, like, because a lot of people are
pussy.
Yeah, so a lot of people pussy and don't want to tell their friends or whomever they just bought from.
Yeah, because but they pussy in their real life too. Because those are the same people who will let their friend be out here head first and won't say nothing about it.
True.
Those are the same people. So yeah.
But just like I said, so give them a second chance. But like I said, even with supporting your friends or family with a business,
Just
like you said, first time,
just any black business, period.
True. But first time, go ahead and just like you said, purchase from them. After that, it's nothing for you to go ahead on and throw up and say, hey, shop with XYZ. Or go ahead on and support XYZ. Some people, just be scared to put that on their page. Like, your page is free. You signed up to that page for free.
Right.
If you my friend, or we have some type of connection. I'm not gonna say communication, I'm gonna say connection. It's nothing for me to post your business.
Like prime example, for those people who are 6'2" and above, sitting down, your back starting to hurt, right? It happens all the time. Or for those individuals who work office jobs, or even truck drivers,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Just anybody who's like really into sports, have any like really back breaking work, right? You know what I'm saying? I would in the New Orleans area, I'm always say go holler at Rhonda.
Okay. And what is the name of our business?
Shit, I don't know. Shit. Ross.
I need you to fact check that for me.
Let me pull it up. It's a massage parlor.
Yeah. But just like you say, man, just support your people, man. Support your people. And with you supporting your people, believe me, one day along the way, they'll end up being your big business, like your Dillard's or your Macy's or food restaurants. They could be your TGI Fridays or your Applebee's, shit. They could be your goddamn, your big cleaning services. Whatever it is that they're doing, because everybody's not just doing food and clothing. Some people are doing different things as far as like real estate, everything, like just support your people, you got that yet?
I ain't got distracted, man. Rhonda sexy as shit.
Hey, you're supposed to be grabbing information right now, man.
I'm just saying, my bad.
You can't get distracted right now. You're supposed to grab a piece of information for our listeners.
I'm just saying, I was caught off guard. Seeing some shit, I was like, God damn.
Well, while you looking for that, I want to give a shout out to Walmart. I know you like, what the hell, bitch?
Y'all definitely said Walmart?
I want to give a shout out to Walmart. Reason why I want to give a shout out to Walmart, I have a store. Just like you say, story time with Merck, I have a store.
Okay, we don't do what I'm doing.
So, one thing about Walmart will take back whatever it is that you bring back. I don't give a fuck if you had that bitch for 3, 4, 5 years, worn it down to the T. Walmart gonna take it back. So, here go my story. The other day, I went to Walmart, purchased roast. So the roast I purchased, I went on and threw it in the sink, to cook it up for the next day, right? So, when I got home from work, I was kind of tired. So instead of me putting the roast back in the refrigerator, I went on and left it in the sink. Next morning, the roast is not red anymore, it turned brown. So I'm like, then it got a little funny smell. So I was like, I'm gonna just go on and bring it back. So once I got off, I took the roast, brought it back to Walmart. The lady had said, what was wrong with the roast? Me, I'm like, fuck it, it's Walmart. I told her, I left it out overnight. She said, baby, that was on you. But if Walmart gonna take it back, I'm gonna take it back. Sure enough, she took that bit back. I went back, got me a new goddamn roast, and we was on. You heard me? So shout out Walmart for that, though, man. Like I said, man, Walmart take back anything. Y'all know that. As long as y'all got your receipt too. If you ain't got your receipt, they gonna give you a goddamn gift card.
Oh, but the place is Ropatique.
Ropatique.
Yeah, it's like ROPUTICS and massage.
Okay.
Yeah, right on Forest Street, New Orleans. So go ahead and get your back worked out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, support your locals, man. Support your locals.
Yeah.
And
she easy on the eyes too. So
don't get too distracted, y'all.
Yeah.
Look.
Don't go there trying to cop a feel or nothing.
Look, sneak a boob,
No, we ain't doing that. We're not doing
no sexual assault. Just go
there, get worked on, and go home.
And I don't think that she was gonna sexually assault you either.
Nah, that's the crazy part though. One of the politicians, I can't think of the politician name, but he was going to South Park and some motherfucking Asian woman. One happy endings and shit. God, these people, wow.
Just do it too much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, but keep it a fact, there was a Democrat head of the Black Caucus. Shit, he got caught up too. Got him too. But they had all like 7 of them, right?
Yeah.
So you had 6 white dudes, 1 black dude. Only one that actually stepped down with the black dude.
He knew he was wrong.
Nah, the only one. I'm just saying, everybody else, it was like everybody turned, they were like, fuck it, well,
Yeah, I see.
We'll let them slide when we get to the black dude.
Even with that, I saw Russell Simmons called him a sexual assault.
No, Russell Simmons, how old was a girl he married?
Man, Russell said, man,
how old was a girl he married? Like 16? Come on, Lee. Man, y'all already knew about Russell. I don't even know where y'all shot.
Russell said, Shorty said, that wasn't nothing that was, man, Russell said she wanted it, you hear me? But outside of that, man, in a comment the other day, we, somebody who know us, from a long time ago, they said, why you and D don't, talk about y'all kicks on the podcast? So, I responded back letting them know, like, don't get it twisted, we still do this.
Oh, that's a fact.
Like even today, I had to go back in the closet and go get the Chicago ones, and which one? I think that was what these was the, I think in 2013, 11.
Oh yeah, I be giving shoes away now.
Yeah.
People in need and stuff like that, but I'm still 200 strong.
What you say? Closet still cow.
I still got some essentials, Still got a few gems and that,
Because if you know us, when we used to have our sneaker challenge.
Oh yeah, it's a fact.
That was major.
Back in at one point I had a different pair of shoes for every day.
Different pair.
For every day.
Yeah, and not only Jordans.
Oh no, not only I do it all. Nikes, Pumas, Vans, Patrick Ewings. I got like the old Shaqs, everything.
Right. Yeah. So just like you say, man, for the person who left that comment, just know we still do it. Like I said, even if you can see, if you're watching the YouTube video, we have a fresh pair of heat on right now.
Oh, another comment I got is, are we single? I'm gonna tell you for a fact, yes, I am single. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, your car's right, get some Chick-fil-A. I'm saying, I ain't talking about the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, Yeah.
Same here. We enjoying the good life, but you know how it goes. There's someone that, if you mess around and be like, oh, you're single, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I ain't got that. I ain't got that. I'm cool over here, bro.
Oh, well.
You know what I'm saying? What's understood don't need to be explained, you heard me?
Okay. But shit, man, they should never give us a podcast, and I wanted to fix up something I want to say last week. I kind of said it wrong, so I apologize, but I gave y'all the email address, but it's...
I apologize in this episode.
Oh, man. So, look, you know what it is? How they say when you go to therapy, the first step to
the first step is admitting. Yeah.
Is admitting
when you're wrong.
So okay, I'm here and I'm admitting my fuck ups.
Hey, but just an update. I don't know any fellas looking out here. Joyner put up another workout video, and Lord have mercy. That thing got some white tights on, boy.
Well, that's for the ones who listened from last week. They know about Jordan Bennett.
Boy.
We don't talk about her, but let me let me plug the email address in to say it right. It is tshnguap@gmail.com. And as they should have never gave us a podcast.
And if that's too much for you, just go to Instagram. We on Instagram. We out here.
Yeah.
So you hit the email button on Instagram. And take it right to it. You ain't got to work hard.
You know what I'm saying? But I have a question real quick. We're going to get to what you were just talking about.
Well, no, we off, Joe. I don't want all these niggas out here about
you know what? Because
that's like sharp out here, baby.
Yeah, Eric, that's just like when
motherfucking shot.
That's just like when your guy had mentioned Angela Simmons. Now everybody was on Angela Simmons snipe list. Yeah, you're right. So true. So we're gonna leave old girl in the cut. Yeah. But I have a question.
Time she will be mentioned on this podcast.
I have a question though.
What's up?
Do people still use Yahoo as a search engine?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they do. I don't know why, but they do. I thought Google had got them the fuck out of here. When Bing came up, Bing was like, "Nah, I'm number 2 now." So
wait, so Bing?
Yeah, Bing is number 2.
Cause I still have one email address that is Yahoo. It's still like my main, but I think sooner or later I'm gonna go ahead on and switch it over to Gmail.
I got a Yahoo address or email address, but that comes from the MySpace days.
That's what I'm saying. Like mine is from a long time ago. It's not it's not something that I just made, recently. This was from, just like you said, a long time ago, MySpace days, way back in the June. So, like I said, what we gonna do? We gonna go ahead on and wrap this episode up of They Shoulda Never Gave Us a Podcast. I'm South Beach Merc.
I'm your boy D Crosby,
and we out of here.
And like always, may peace be upon you, beloveds.
100.